Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now today I have more news for you, so let's just get right into it. Now, before we get into it though, remember to follow me on Twitter, Parler, BitChute, join my Discord, and subscribe to me on YouTube if you enjoy my content. You can also check out my website in the description. Now, let's get into the video. As you can see, Joe Biden reprimands reporter while dodging question on schools closing. Now, Joe Biden has a history of becoming agitated with this CBS News reporter, so let's get into it. As you can see, Joe Biden gathered with his running mate Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer on Friday. Now, however, Biden had no patience for a reporter who asked a timely question, and he quickly admonished the correspondent. Video shows Biden telling Pelosi and Schumer that in my Oval Office, mi casa, you casa, Biden added. I hope we're going to spend a lot of time together. The press pool was then required to leave, and you can hear a Biden aide repeatedly say, "Let's go guys, let's go." Now, CBS News reporter attempted calmly to ask Biden a parting question before being escorted out of the room. Mr. Biden, the COVID task force said it's safe for students to be in class. Are you going to be encouraging unions to cooperate more to bring kids back to classrooms, sir? Erickson politely asked. Biden dismissed the question and responded, "Why are you the only guy that always shouts out questions?" Then, of course, Biden and Pelosi cackle at the reporter. Now, let's go ahead and watch this video real quick. This will be hilarious.
Mr. Biden, the COVID task force said it's safe for students to be in class. Are you going to encourage unions to cooperate more to bring kids back to classroom, sir?
Now, the hilarious thing is that was certainly not shouting out a question. He seemed actually very respectful. I don't know why Biden was so upset about it, but maybe it was the dementia getting to him again. Now, Town Hall columnist and radio host Derek Hunter noted a completely valid and important question asked in a civil tone, deflected by Biden, who may not have understood it because it wasn't screened by staff first. That is an incredibly important point. How do we know and how do we expect someone who has clear mental issues to respond to questions on the spot? He clearly is having problems with his cognitive functions, yet they're trying their best to hide that. And one explanation for how they could be doing that is by screening the questions beforehand to provide him with well-rehearsed answers. But I'm not for sure. What do you think? Now, the question was relevant because the New York City mayor announced on Wednesday that all public schools would be closed starting Thursday. Also on Wednesday, the Michigan governor ordered all high schools and college classrooms to close for 3 weeks. The Kentucky governor ordered all public and private schools to close starting on Monday. Now, first of all, that is incredibly unconstitutional. Public schools closing, I have no problem with because they're funded by the public government. If I got my way, public schools would close and never reopen, but private schools closing forcibly is blatantly unconstitutional and it should not happen. If people want to send their children to private schools and private schools wish to remain open, there is nothing wrong with that and there should never be. Now, on Thursday, members of the White House Coronavirus Task Force stated that schools should remain open despite a recent surge of COVID cases and hospitalizations across the country. The truth is, for kids K through 12, one of the safest places they can be from our perspective is to remain in school. Dr. Robert Redfield, director of the CDC and Prevention, said in a Thursday press conference. And it's really important that, following the data, making sure we don't make emotional decisions about what to close and what not to close. And I'm here to say clearly, the data strongly supports that K through 12 schools, as well as institutes of higher learning, really are not where we're having our challenges, he explained. Yet, even though there is clear evidence to show that schools are not the hot spots that some people believe them to be, a lot of Democrats seem to be all too eager to shut them down. But anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think Joe Biden dodged the question, or was that a completely valid response? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.